Hey guys, hey, how are y'all doing? Hey, I thought I'd do my what worked for me, what didn't work for me, my month of July, and review some of the things I did for the month that I thought I'd share with you like I usually do. Well, this month has been pretty good for me. I really can't complain about anything. I'm in my semi retirement phase and um, not working as much, so I kind of have a little bit more time to do things. But let's get on into it. So, this month, some of the things that I have been doing, I'm going to start with some of the journaling. I had bought a black and gold journal for my Book of Shadows. Well, sometimes when I don't do things daily, but I do things maybe twice, 2 or 3 times a week. I'll journal in my Book of Shadows or whatever. Um, but I had filled it up, and it's July, and I think I actually filled it up in June. So I didn't want to buy. I like to buy the books every year, so I didn't want to buy another one. So I bought a bunch of these. I don't know if you would, they're the cheap versions, so I wouldn't call them traveling journals, but they kind of fit nicely. And then I'm going to tie them all together in that book because it's enough room and put them all together with ribbon or whatever. I'll figure something out and I may share that with you. But this is the third one because they are kind of small, but enough to put my thoughts in. So I've been kind of using more. Um, as you can see, stickers and all of that kind of stuff. That's kind of new for me, but it does make journaling and stuff a lot more fun and that kind of thing. Um, I get through these pretty easily. I haven't finished it yet, but I kind of have been enjoying that. And it's smaller. I can even take this with me in my purse or whatever, though I haven't. I usually use this at home, but I've enjoyed this and using this. Now, next year, I feel like I'm going to go back to, I used to have binders, and then I wanted to try other things, but it's nicer for me to keep things in binders. But I'm going to keep up with this for a little while longer till the end of the year to really give it a chance, and we'll see how I feel then. So that is that. Um, then this is one of my planners that I really wasn't using that I bought at the beginning of the year. Um, but I went back and started using it again. I'm going to go to July because it's a good planner for me to keep up with things that are going on in my witchy life and the coven that I'm in, things we do, the new moon, the full moon, any SBOTs or whatever. I mean, Sabbaths or anything like that. I keep it all in here. Also, like it has the whole month in view there, as you can see. And then it has like the little sections where you can put notes in. I have been using that to like whatever ritual I did for the new moon or the full moon, or if the coven did something all together. I've been putting it in here so I can kind of remember what we've done. Also, I just started doing this like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when I pull cards, my daily draws, which my daily draws are usually every couple of days or whatever. I put the card that I pulled and the message that I got out of that. And I'm kind of liking that. And I'm liking having it in a calendar because there it is. The date is there. So those are two of the things that I'm reaching back because I'm putting some of this stuff back. Two of the things that I've done this month. And then I think I talked about my joy candle. It's just a candle I got from, I think it was the dollar store, Dollar Tree. Um, well, in this candle, I put, it's a lemon scented candle and it's yellow. And I think yellow has a lot to do with joy. And in here, I have some honeysuckle, which I think has to do with love and a sweetness to it, and rose, which I feel like helps raise vibration. I put a little few candle chips in here, and I have a rose quartz, a clear quartz, and I put some turquoise in there for healing. Turquoise to me has a healing quality to it. So I did that, and so I kind of was a little bit down at the beginning of the month. I wouldn't say depressed, but kind of trying to find my way. And then I had to realize that I have a lot to be grateful for. But this candle just helps me remember the joy that life brings and to celebrate the joy and to bring more joy into my life. So I've really been enjoying that, and I light that up. I like when that candle is finished. Those are my working candles, and I know a lot of times people use white candles, and sometimes I do, but I like to use color candles to for my working candle, because sometimes, like next month, I think I'll work on more self-love, so it'll be a pink candle and whatever correspondences I choose to use with that. So that'll be the candle that'll be going, and usually that goes, it won't go probably the whole month, but maybe 2 weeks or so, and then I'll switch up. And then sometimes I just use a white working candle, whatever works for me. That's the great thing about my practice. Is I do whatever works for me and however I feel. And sometimes some things may be on the spur of the moment, on the fly, whatever I feel. That's the chaos magic part of me. So some of the cards that I've worked with this month is this Isis Oracle deck. I have been feeling a pull to work more with Isis, to research more on her, to interact with her more, which I had worked with her before, and she is a part of my practice, but spend a bit more time there. So a lot of times I just get downloads, but I had seen these cards, like I said, Isis Oracle by, where is it? Alana Fairchild. They're beautiful cards. This is the back of them. And I'm just going to go through a couple of them. I just love the messages on the back. I mean, at the bottom of them. And the artwork is really good. It just kind of takes you to that Egyptian and kind of feel and Egyptian work. And some of the message that I have gotten off when I've pulled a card have been very, even though they're one sentence, some of them can be pretty profound. So I have enjoyed working with them, and it's kind of even taken me to some shadow aspects of working with them. So I'm enjoying working with this deck. And the book is nice too. Let me get the book out. I'm sorry about this. Trying to do all of this, and I thought I was together, but I'm obviously not. This is the book. One of the things about the book that personally I kind of don't like, I like cards that have a number, and then you go to the book and you look up that number and there's the information that you need. Now, this doesn't do this, but I will say that they are in alphabetical order, so it is easy to find. It's just my own personal preference. That would be the only complaint, but the card stock is good. I'm dropping things, and everything else is good with the book. So that is that. I'm going to put that to the side. And then I've been reading quite a lot, but the two books that I will talk about more, that I have been reading more, is this one. So let me turn it up right. And it is Bohemian Magic by Veronica Yarlow. Bohemian Magic by Veronica Yarlow is witchcraft and secret spells to electrify your life. So that has been pretty good. Not only pretty good, it has been good. I really have enjoyed this book. It's one of those 4.5 to 5.0 kind of books. I had seen this book before, but I never bought it. And somebody else had mentioned it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And I did. I'm glad I got it. It was such a good book. Bohemian, I thought the Bohemian, before I read this and got educated a little bit, I thought Bohemian magic was like the boho kind of wild feel for, and it's not. It is a form of magic that for this author is um, is like passed down. It's an ancestral magic. Um, this is probably her mom and grandmother. Beautiful little pictures. This is like her own personal grimoire, and the pictures in here and the style of it, I just like these things is like really like almost to me inserts from her own personal grimoire. Um, the book is good, the way she's explaining things, the way she takes you to the journey of how to do things. This book could be a grimoire for somebody. It seems like it, like I said, it could be her own personal grimoire. Like this one, this is one of the chants she would say. So she has spells in here, why you would do certain things, why she does things, how she does things, and the reason why she does her magic the way that she does. It'll have some pictures with her and her coven and how they do things. If you go through this book, I feel like you almost would be like initiated into her coven and the way that they do their magic. On this is one of the things that goes with this spell, and it says, Book of Wisdom, Sorcery, and Spell, Secrets of Bohemia, which you shall foretell, potions, practice, charm, and brew, provide me the sight and keep me true. By fire, water, earth, and air, enchant by my strings of hair. I charm this grimoire from page to spine. It knows my name, for it is mine. Sacred knowledge before my eyes, I summon my power, and behold, I rise. And this is like she gives you things too, because this really is like a grimoire, no doubt about it, to go ahead and kind of use this book and enchant it. So this is the author and her husband. She's beautiful. It's just a good book, and it would be a perfect grimoire for anybody. Also, what I've got out of here, besides the tips and tricks that she shows you in the book, like this one says, spell casting, a case study. So she takes you through a case study of casting a spell. But what I like about this book is that even the pictures and she has some personal pictures with her coven and everything. All the pictures in here and everything associate with whatever she's kind of talking about. And it makes for a beautiful grimoire, as you say. And when I make mine, this gave me an idea of how to make my grimoire more personal to me. And then she has different sections. Initiation 1, so this is her initiation for you. The resurrection of your wild. Because we do have that wild inside, and she is trying to help you to tap into that and use that in your magic. So, love this book. Worth it. Worth the read. I'm not quite through. I think I have like less than a fourth of the way through to get through to that. So that is that. And then I read this book too. Now this isn't per se a magical book, but it has a lot of hoodoo and spiritual things in it, and it's called Ruby, and it's by Cynthia Bond. And back in the day, I think that Oprah, it was one of the books she had suggested on her book club. I am liking the book, but it has taken me a while to read this book. It's so heavy. A lot happens to the main character and her family line, actually. And so when a book is so heavy and it's just one kind of bad thing after the other, spirits are, after her. It's a lot, okay? It's sometimes with some authors, I feel like they've made the main character too heavy. and so you can't just read through the book. I won't say that for everybody because it's too heavy, but it is a lot of hoodoo, a lot of things in here. You could take some of these things and work it for yourself. It is a good book, but it for me is a slow read because of all the things that are happening. And I would like to see the character come out of this. So far, she hasn't. I hope she does by the end of the book. But it's a kind of a heavy read, but it is a good book. So there you have it. That's what I have been doing for the month of July. Hey, leave a comment. What have you been doing? What has worked for you? What hasn't? What do you think about things? So have a great and powerful day. Thank you for, checking out my videos, for your comments. Like, share, and keep those comments coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate those who've been with me for a while. Thank you. And some of the new ones that are coming along. Come on, this is a place for us to share, comment, uh, give me tips. I share some tips with you. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood here. This is the neighborhood. Peace and blessings. Talk to you soon.